Spiritfarer is a game that I've had my eye on ever since the Xbox E3 showcase in 2019. The art looked solid and the music sounded great, and after a while of the game releasing, I finally got around to playing the game. So, let's get started. You play as a smiling teen who can leap off of rooftops in the full exaggerated swagger of a black teen, aka Stella, and it's now your job to guide the animals on your boat to a sunny ranch in Texas. You help guide the spirits by interacting with them and making them feel happy, which leads to an all-around wholesome experience with almost everyone aboard your boat. For example, my favorite character in the game, Gustav, is an art collector, and in order for me to send him to the big bridge in the lake, I have to complete his task, such as upgrading his house with art that he made all by himself. Like I'm a proud parent putting my kid's drawing on the fridge, but I know it's just a shitty clock. I know it is. So, Stella lives on this boat along with the other unfulfilled spirits, which can be upgraded to have a larger space to build in, a better blueprint to build other buildings, and upgrades to the front of the ship in order to unlock more areas of the map to explore. And explore you will, because every island on this map is used in either a spirit's quest or a random citizen's quest that you meet on the island, such as the Dice Boys, where you need to go to 3 different locations on the map to spread the word about the bars they be spitting out, yo. The gameplay can be summed up as a 2D platformer with a dash of Stardew Valley mixed in for extra flavor. The platforming is both on and off your boat, with caves being the main attraction off your boat for platforming, where abilities that you unlock in time are used to their fullest, such as ziplining, bouncing, and air gliding. That's not to say that none of these abilities are used outside of caves off your boat, it's just that all of them in one area is uncommon and caves truly show off your abilities than outside of them. Abilities that are used on your boat are mostly just running and jumping, but my god does this game make running and jumping on your ship feel fucking magical sometimes. The Stardew Valley part of this game shows when you cook for your residents and keep their happiness meter high by giving them food they like, hugging them, and giving them a home to get the benefits that they give, such as getting snacks from this dragon bird, and getting wood from this frog when you talk to them after their happiness bar being at a certain level. The game in the beginning starts off slow and is mainly you go here, you go there. It's a very slow start, which is reasonable because the game is teaching you the ropes. After that point, the game starts to pick up, and it's around mid-game where Spiritfarer really shines. You have more spirits, and you have more things to do on your ship as you set sail to the next island. During endgame, the game starts to become more of a chore where trying to speedrun the spirits' tasks just to get them off the ship so you can finish the game faster is more important than learning their character. Along with this, the resources that you gather during the beginning and middle of the game add to the feeling of wanting to hurry up and finish the game, because you now don't have any reason to make resource stops since you have so much of it. And pretty soon, the events on the map feel more like inconveniences than a cool thing to do while gathering resources. I will say the game has pretty decent pacing in day-to-day activities. You have a lot to do and the game never really lets you rest. I only recall sleeping a total of 7 times in-game, where 3 came from the beginning and mid-game, and the other 4 being at end-game just to make the night cycles faster because it was too dark to navigate my ship. The art in this game is pretty fucking good, with night and day cycles playing an extreme role in how warm or cold the whole scenery looks and feels. And it just looks so goddamn good. While we're on the topic of good things, let me bring your attention to the music, because it does a good job at being in the background as background music should be, but when events happen or something big happens in-game, the music shoots up to match that big thing that's happening. Here, just listen to this with only audio, then with audio and video. And that's just for double jumping. The dialogue in this game is really good, with you being able to understand what a character's personality is with just the first few lines that are spoken. However, not all characters are written equal, so you will find some characters with weaker writing than others. Though, for the most part, every one of them are written pretty well. Spiritfarer is a game that can clear the jump but cannot stick the landing. If you enjoy character building, have a soft heart, and like wholesome vibes with well-written dialogue, then you'll probably like this game. Because there is a lot of heart to it and a lot to like about this game, even with its rough endgame experience. With all that being said, I'd give it an 8 out of 10.
And I'll take